Hello, hello, and welcome everybody. Hello, hello. Come on in, take your shoes off, relax. Happy Visual Novel Friday. Hi, if you don't know me, my name is Princess Evillan. I'm a streamer here on Twitch, and I post almost everything I do, all the videos that we make here on the channel. I post them all to youtube.com/@princessevillanfods, EVILLAN. So if you're looking for more games that I've played, you want to see what we've been playing recently, or you want to get caught up on some of the other games series that we've had, go ahead and check out the VODs channel. It's got all the stuff done by me. Hey Bird, how's it going? You're just in time. We're about to play more Highway Blossoms. Woo. I'm excited to see what happened. Let's see. Last time we played, we went to Vegas with Marina, and I talked about Vegas safety for like way too long. And then she went off to do something on her own, and we don't know what she did, but we do know that when she came back, she was crying, and she was upset because she'd met up with Mariah, and they had gambled. They played poker, which was such a horrible game to put her in to play because she's so responsive. There's no way she could have kept a poker face. I could just imagine her like getting a good card and like bouncing. I'm doing pretty good today. Vegas is a beautiful place. I definitely encourage you to go visit, but please do visit those big cities safely and with friends, because friends make the trip better anyways. But yeah, so Marina had played poker with Mariah, lost her side of the gold, and Mariah's trying to like weasel the rest of the gold out of us, and we're supposed to play blackjack, which I really hope they don't make me play, because blackjack's a lot about luck. So, like, it's not a hard game to play, but I tend to have horrible luck when it comes to, like, card games and things like that, which is why I just don't play them. But anyways, let's jump into the game. Let's load up and see what these girls are gonna get into. Oh, there was a comment that, Amber had made towards Marina, where Mariah was trying to get the gold out of Marina, and she was expecting all the gold, but she only got half of it. And Marina's like, I'm so sorry, I messed up. And then Amber said, it's okay, I'm here, and that's what I do, I fix it. And Marina had this like look on her face that we noticed, and like we commented on in our head, and it made me wonder like a lot this week, like how she could have taken that phrase, because it sounds so innocent and sweet, you know, but at the same time it kind of makes Marina look like she's a total ditz and basically helpless, which she kind of is for the most part, but she's still a human person. She's still a human being. She's still a person, so she's still going to be offended if somebody says, like, you know, you make mistakes all the time, so I have to come in and fix it. So I think that kind of is maybe a red flag indicator of their relationship. I hope not. I hope they can work through it. But yeah, it was such a weird moment, and I like thought about it all week, and I was like, what could she possibly be thinking from that? And that's what I came up with. So if you guys come up with something different, like, let me know, but that's kind of the vibe that I got from it. Anyways, the door slammed shut, and we're left in silence. I look at Marina. She looks at the floor.
I'm really sorry.
It's okay, Marina. We forgive you. I'm not even that upset. Compared to all the 1,000,001 awful scenarios I'd concocted, this is pretty tame. That's true. We were getting really antsy about being away from Marina. And knowing Marina, it's not that shocking either. So I'm being honest when I smile at her.
It's okay, really. I'll go win back your gold, and then we can get out of Vegas.
Yeah. She sniffles.
Seriously, though, what were you thinking?
I know, poker? That's like the worst game you could play.
I was just so surprised to see them here. I thought it must be fate or something. I was shopping around and I saw something that I really wanted, but I didn't have enough money.
So you tried to gamble it out of Mariah?
And then I saw the three of them at this little diner, so I went in to say hello and told them all about it.
Uh-huh.
What was it you wanted to buy?
That's a secret. I wanted to show it to you.
Aw.
But anyway...
Oops. Then Mariah made me that bet, and I don't know, Amber. I guess I just got so excited that I didn't really think.
Like, if you'd been there, you would have beat her no problem. I don't even think she's very good at poker.
She probably isn't, but against you, like, this is why I don't play, like, card games or bluffing games, because I'm very much like Marina, where I wear my heart on my sleeve and my expressions just naturally show on my face, no matter what I'm thinking. So there have been some situations where somebody's read something on my face and gotten the wrong impression, and I'm just like... Do you ever play social deduction games? Yeah, I'm not really good at those. I'm a bad liar. You can really tell when I lie because I don't sound like I'm telling the truth at all. So I do want to play, what's it called? Dawson and Daryl's? It's the office game where you have to socially deduce people. And I think that's much more fun. I do play like, what's it called? One Night Werewolf and games like that, but again, it's really hard for me to lie, so usually I take like the opposite route and I just get really truthful about everything. I know, a demon who can't lie. Yep, that's me.
It's just that I'm kind of bad at hiding how I feel.
Oh, really, Marina? Really? You didn't think about that before going in? I can't help but laugh.
No way, you're kidding me.
She sticks her tongue out at me. I guess she's feeling a little bit better.
Really, though? What if you lose to Mariah?
That'll be up to luck, though, mostly.
Then I lose. It won't happen, though.
Yeah, have some confidence.
Are you good at blackjack?
I don't know if anyone's good at blackjack.
A lot of it's luck. There's stuff you can memorize, like card combos, but I don't know any of that.
Yeah, I don't know any of that either. I just mostly guess.
What if Mariah does?
What if Mariah does know how to play blackjack?
I doubt it. She would have played that against you if she did. Easier to make it seem like you just got unlucky, instead of her taking advantage of you.
Truth.
She didn't take...
Yes, she did.
Bullshit, Mare. She might not have cheated, but she still should have known better.
Truth. Marina frowns and looks at the floor again. I can't tell if I'm helping or not. Then I remembered the candy I bought her earlier. It had totally slipped my mind over the last hour.
Oh yeah! I got you something. To try to say sorry for being so weird lately. Even though I've already said that too.
I grabbed the bag of chocolates from the fridge and the gummies from above it. Eyes wide, Marina holds them to her like babies.
Amber...
Aw, I was thinking about you, girl. Her eyes start to water again. Oh, don't cry. Are you crying? I think in her... Yeah. In her art, she's crying. She's got tear stains. It's very faint, but you can see them. I don't know if you can zoom in or not. Let me see. It's a lot of work just to show off Marina's face. It's the closest I think I can zoom in, but you can see like there's like tear stains on her face right here. Oh, I don't, yeah, hold on. Transition. There we go. Right here. There's tear stains on her face. There we go. I think that's the closest I can get it. Hold on. Oh crap. Now I'm zoomed so far in, I don't know how to get back. Go smaller. Gotta fit the game in the frame again. Oops. Alright, let's get back to it.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, Marina. It's just candy. Calm down.
Hey, no more crying. This wasn't supposed to make you cry.
She giggles, but that doesn't stop 2 tears from running down her face.
Sorry. I'm crying a lot.
Kinda, yeah.
Marina laughs again. She unties the gummy bag and digs around in it.
The chocolates got a little melted on the walk back, but they've been in the fridge.
They look just fine to me.
She pulls out a few gummy soda bottles and then offers me the bag. I don't want to take too much, but I do find one of the peach rings the cashier recommended. It really is good. Sweet, but in a mild way. It actually tastes like peaches.
Are you ready to go?
That's rare. Usually they just taste like sugar to me. Marina spins the bag to twist it and then ties off the top.
Yeah.
I vaguely know where the casino Mariah mentioned is located. We passed it earlier today, but I didn't pay too much attention to it. Yeah, the cute cashier. As we load out of the RV, Marina's dragging her feet.
Do you want to wait here? I can just go take care of this and then come back.
Yeah, you already had like a long walk. Why don't you take a rest?
No way. I don't want to split up again.
Okay. Alright. Gob Gob, stop ooh-wooing in the background. This microphone picks up a lot of noise. That evil laugh. I hope you can hear it. After I lock up, I take her hand. Since I'm in the lead this time, the walk isn't as slow. With the evening approaching, the temperature's gone down. At the same time, traffic is starting to build up. Yeah, because nighttime is when like a lot of the action happens. There's a lot of stuff to do during the day, but at night is like the time to go. Because everything's all lit up, there's all these lights, everything's so pretty. I wonder what casino they're going to. In a few hours, it'll look like an entirely different city here, once all the lights come on. Okay. The view of a big city at night, far in the distance, has always been one of my favorite sights. I can remember staying up late when Gramps and I were on the road so that I could press like a sticker against the window and look. They sell postcards of New York and Atlanta and other places all lit up because it's so pretty. We've got a couple hours until then. Neither Marina nor I say much while we walk. Even given the situation, it doesn't feel as awkward as some of our quiet times before. Soon we reach the building Mariah described.
This the place?
Yeah, this is it.
What is it? Oh, it's just the regular casino backdrop. We step inside. I can see why Mariah said this place might be closed soon. Though it's pretty clean looking, there's hardly anyone here. A couple of people occupy slot machines far away from each other. Aside from those two and a bored-looking host, the place is pretty empty. Well, for those three and the trio, Mariah and her posse are seated on a semicircle couch. He and an identical couch form a circle around a card table. No greetings are exchanged as Marina and I take our places across from them. A sealed deck of cards sits on the table. It's got gaudy Las Vegas landmarks and logos all over it, but at least it's legit.
Should we ask that guy to come deal for us?
Hell no! The only reason they don't check ID is because they don't care. If you attract any attention, they'll throw you out.
Okay, so who will?
I know, Laika. They'll get thrown out. Don't want that. It's an outrage.
Tess can.
Tess is gonna deal to us? We're gonna make the child deal to us adults so we can fight over gold nuggets? Yeah, like I wanted to say happy Halloween. She didn't get to see anybody yesterday. We didn't have any trick-or-treaters. She didn't get out any of her tricks or treats. Tess nods.
Really? No offense, but does she even know how?
I'm sure Mariah's taught her.
Of course she knows how. She's not an idiot. And before you get any ideas, she's more likely to help you cheat than help me.
Truth. She wasn't a part. Neither of them are a part of this deal. Joseph or Tess. Neither of them wanted Mariah to do this. Mariah was just being Mariah. Tess nods again.
Just ask.
Just ask and I'll cheat for you.
Alright, that works for me.
Alright, let's see this go down. Because if 2 underage girls are gonna play, then why not have the 10-year-old deal the cards? Did she have a costume? No. We dressed her all up in we have this bandana we got from a dispensary at one point. So she was wearing that. It was black and green. I want to paint the green so that it glows in the dark, but I haven't gotten around to do that yet. We dressed her up, made her look all cute, and then she sat around and played. We played some games, we watched some scary movies, we ate some popcorn. She ate popcorn with me. Popcorn's like her favorite snack. Next to carbs, she likes things that are heavy in carbs. So like biscuits and crackers, she like goes nuts for some reason. But yeah, we had a fun night. How was your night, Bird? You have a lot of trick-or-treaters? Mariah slits open the plastic wrap on the deck and then hands it to Tess. The little girl takes out the instructional cards and the jokers and then shuffles. I have to say I'm impressed. She creates a bridge with the cards that's way tidier than I could ever do. Is your door hiding? Bird lives in a secret place that's set far back in the woods, that no one can find his door. Mechanical even.
So there are 16 pieces total. We'll go piece by piece, I guess.
Sure.
Okay, I don't know what that means. That means I'd have to win 8 hands in a row without Mariah or the dealer winning any to earn back all of Marina's treasure. And I won't settle for anything less than the full amount. Damn. We have a small stack of tokens near us that each represent a single piece of treasure.
How does this game work?
Yeah, how does this game work?
Basically, you try to get the cards in your hand to add up to 21, or as close as possible without going over. Whoever's closest wins that round. The dealer can win too.
Yeah. If
We all
both
get 2
bust.
cards. Then you can stand, which is where you don't take any more cards, or you can hit, which is where you draw another.
That sounds really easy.
Oh, I see. You're on one of the side doors. That makes sense.
I guess. Like I said, it's mostly luck.
It is mostly luck. How are we gonna win 8 hands in a row?
Shut up. Time to play.
Okay, I'm gonna save. We'll save right here. I flip her off, but don't argue. Oh no, they are gonna make me play. Oh no, Marina, you're gold. Okay, we can do this. Oh, it's already at 18. That's my number. That's the number that I stop at. I can't stop. She is 19. She lays down. Oh, there's no way they're going to make me play this, right? They're just going to show me the cards, right? Please. Because I can't. There's no way. She can't win the first hand. That's just not good. Tess deals us the first hand. I stand while Mariah hits. I don't expect her to beat my 18, but she lays down a 10, a 3, and a 6. Yeah, 19.
Damn.
There's 1. Tess slides her 2 tokens. 20. Nice. On the next round, I beat her. Okay, good. They're not going to make me play. I win the next 2 rounds after that, but then the dealer wins and we have to start over. Goodness. The game drags on for a long time. Joseph has fallen asleep, head lolling backwards over the couch. Even Marina, who has both her honor and money at stake here, is starting to fidget. We've been playing for close to an hour. She doesn't complain at all, though. After a while, even Mariah and I are starting to get annoyed. She sighs and shifts irritatedly while I debate what to do. And when she takes her time thinking, I bite down the urge to say something snarky and hurry her along. Once Tess wins again, and we're both sitting at 3 pieces each, Mariah wipes her palms and clears her throat.
This is taking forever.
Yep. But if you're saying we just call it here, the answer is no.
No. But let's just go all or nothing. One final hand. Then you won't be able to say I cheated or took advantage of anyone, and I can finally relax with my treasure.
Damn, she wants this treasure so bad. I think about it. One more hand, huh? The odds are probably better if we were to sit here all night. Maybe I'm not good enough with my math to calculate. It would be possible that we're here until the festival comes around if we kept going back and forth like this. I look over at Marina, whose interest has been piqued again.
What do you think?
She gives it a long thought, her face betraying nothing. Then she shrugs.
I have no idea.
I don't think you know what's going on. Right then.
Fine. All or nothing.
Oh. Right then. All or nothing. Mariah nods, satisfied.
Deal 'em, kid.
Tess passes out our cards. Oh, this is gonna be close, isn't it? I pick up mine, holding them so only Marina can see. A 9 and a 7. Not awful, but not great. Tess is showing an 8. I try to gauge some sort of reaction from Mariah, but her face is totally expressionless. No wonder she beat Marina at poker.
Amber?
I think it's the first time she's ever said my name. It sounds weird coming from her.
I'll stand.
Standing? Yeah, we have a 16. That's not bad. We could hit and get a lower number because we have a 9 and a 7 out already. I don't know what she has, but she's showing an 8. So if we hit, it'd probably still be pretty low. I know, I'd hit too, but we'll see. If I were to take a hit and draw another card, there's a good chance it could put me over blackjack, and that would cause a loss by default.
Sis?
Hit me.
Tess sides her another card, then flips one over the whole card. It's a 4 for a grand total of 12. That means we still beat her at least.
Let's see.
I lay down my cards and wait for Mariah to do the same, except she doesn't. She just looks at my cards flat on the table, face stony, mouth silent. Then she makes a sound of disgust and stands as she flings her 3 cards towards the table. I flip them over to see a 3, a 2, and a 10. 15! We had 16. We just beat her. Yes! I still would have hit, but we did beat her, so thank goodness. That was for all the gumballs.
We win.
We do win. Up all night till the sun. Got lucky at blackjack. Aw, yeah. I know, why didn't she hit a second time? I don't know why she kept it so low. Maybe she was worried about going over as well. But I still think that... I may be wrong about this, so if there's a card shark in any of these comments later on in the video or in the future... I think that everybody had high cards, like high numbers. So if she hit again, she probably would have still gotten a lower number and would still have ended up beating us. Because 15 is pretty low to 21. There's 6 whole digits between, right? 31, 21 to 15, yeah. Yeah. If I were her, I would have hit a second time, but I'm glad she didn't because we ended up winning. All right, all our gold back. That's all I say. Marina looks at me, then the table, then back to me, making sure she heard me right.
We did?
We did win. Were you not watching?
Yeah. The total of her hand was closer to 21 than hers was.
All right. Strangely, I don't even feel excited. Not about the victory, which was nice, or the fact that it came over Mariah, which is nicer. I just feel relieved. Marina squeals and explodes towards me, half leaping, half tackling me into a hug as I nearly fall off the couch. She plants a large kiss on my cheek and then travels over to my mouth. Oh, hello.
Oh God, Amber! I was so worried, but oh my God, thank you! You're the best!
Her praises are dotted with kisses all over my face. Joseph, woken up by the commotion, looks away with a blush. Tess, on the other hand, stares at us, creepily apathetic. I separate myself from Marina and stand up. Mariah has already traveled halfway to the door, not saying anything in her defeat. The little wooden box of gold sits abandoned where her arm was. I check and count the pieces of treasure. They're all there. I start to move towards Mariah to say something, but Joseph clicks his tongue. I stop.
Don't worry about her. She's always like this.
You sure? Hey, Meow. The name of this game is called Highway Blossoms. It is a visual novel slash interactive story kind of thing. Basically, you're following the tale of this girl on the right, Amber, and she picks up this girl named Marina early on in the story, and they go treasure hunting. And so we've been treasure hunting for the last few weeks.
Sorry.
Not sure what else to say. I half shrug, which is hard since Marina still clings to my arm.
Don't be. Better things work out this way. Come on, kiddo.
And we just won a hand of blackjack. He takes Tessa's hand and they start to follow Mariah, who's left the building. She just left her sister there.
You ladies take care.
Bye, Joe.
You too.
See you later.
Bye, Tess. Once they leave, I look down at the mess of chips and cards on the table. Someone will come by and clean them up. Marina tugs on my shirt. When I look at her, she kisses me on the lips again. For the first time today, we stay like that for a long time, not caring about how many stares we might be getting, though it can't be more than 3. I can still taste a faint saltiness from her tears. I feel her lips curl into a smile even before we pull apart.
Thank you. Seriously. I know I'm always saying thank you and sorry, but I am sorry that I screw up so much.
Oh, honey, no. That's not... Because then I think back to what Amber said about how she always fixes it. And poor Marina, she's not always, like... She's not always bad. She's helped us pick 2 pieces of treasure so far. She helped us with that. She doesn't screw up all the time.
Don't worry about it. It all worked out, right?
It did work out.
Yeah, but only because you were there.
True.
I don't know what I would have done if you weren't.
You don't know what you would have been doing if we never picked you up along the side of the road. You'd be completely lost. We should have taken you home.
Well, if I wasn't, then you wouldn't be either, you know?
I mean it as a joke, but she doesn't laugh, just leans into me.
I know.
Then we kiss again. We must look like perverts, just standing in the middle of a casino making out.
You ready to get out of Vegas?
Definitely. But, one thing first.
What's that?
The thing you wanted to buy us.
Can we get something to eat?
Oh yeah, go to
I
another
was hoping
buffet.
you'd say that. I saw this Chinese place earlier that smelled amazing. Sound good?
Ooh, yeah, Chinese food.
Very.
Hand in hand like always, we leave the casino and make the quick walk to the restaurant. I'd come across it while waiting for Marina before. All along the strip, more and more lights are coming on. It's hard to tell that it's getting much darker out because of how much artificial light there is. We get to the restaurant and eat outside on the patio, watching as more and more buildings are illuminated. By the time we're done and back at the RV, Las Vegas has shifted fully from daytime to artificial daytime. Before we buckle in, I pull back all the curtains.
Make sure you get a good spot by the window.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to see this.
All the lights. Yes. It starts slowly, just a few lights in apartment windows coming to life, or lonely streetlights flickering on. I drive slowly as to keep us here longer. Beside me, Marina shifts impatiently, but doesn't say anything. By now, she knows when I'm being serious. I know she won't be disappointed. As more and more lights flare up across the skyline, I can see Marina shift to get a better view. I smile to myself. This is what I was waiting for. What she was waiting for, even if she didn't know it. Las Vegas lights up like a forest of Christmas trees, glimmering orange and yellow against the muddy blackness of the night sky. The further away from the heart of the city we get, the more of its gorgeous sprawl we can see. Soon it's so immense that the entire world seems to be awash with forced color. I ignore the signs that will lead us all the way out of Vegas and instead cruise along the streets that will let us admire for longer. Marina's head turned slowly with every bend in the road and gaze magnetically fastened to the city. Skyscrapers zoom by, each one another pillar of light. The casinos, which have gaudier decorations, make an exotic contrast to the mundane office and apartment buildings. Marina drinks it all in like water out here in the desert. The light from the window frames her face, and I remember how I thought of her as angelic back at Zion. Now the word is even more fitting because of the way her open-mouthed smile enhances the effect. She does look adorable here. She catches me watching, and just for a second, that smile is directed at me. Then she turns back to Vegas, which is finally starting to recede as we head out of town. That was nice. I liked that. She's silent until long after it's faded from her rearview mirror. Then she clears her throat and finally looks at me again.
We're going back one day, right?
Definitely.
Sure, if you want.
Definitely.
Good, because we didn't even get to do like a nickel...
Quarter.
Quarter?
A quarter of the super cool stuff we should have done.
Oh yeah? Like what?
What's that thing that you wanted to buy us? Even if I do live like a gross hermit, I know what Vegas has to offer, but I like seeing her excited. There's always a genuine spark of wonder that's ignited when she is. It might have to do with her lack of experience, but I like to think she'd be the same regardless.
Well, there's this pirate sun show that looks really cool. I heard about another show with fountains and lights that shoots water way up high in the air and... Oh!
Treasure Island and the Bellagio. The Bellagio has the famous water fountain show and is one of my favorite hotels. She spreads her arms far apart and scrunches her face down, giving herself a double chin.
I want to try every single buffet in town.
Oh, yeah, you do.
That's a lofty goal, Marina.
That is a very lofty goal. I don't know if you know what you're getting into with that, but I would definitely be down for it, Marina. We can do it together.
But we're rich now.
That's true. You are rich now. I thump her head and squish her down with the palm of my hand.
And we almost lost all of that in a single day. So you should know how easy it is to blow it.
True.
Well, I think it would be romantic.
Going to every buffet in Las Vegas.
We can rent out a hotel room, order a really nice bottle of wine, and just cuddle by the window and look at the lights.
Neither of you are old enough to drink wine. Just to comment that. Not even Amber is old enough to drink wine. There's no way you'd be able to order a bottle of wine. A wistful look gleams in her eyes as she gazes out the window into the vast desert night, sighing like I just stepped out of the royal carriage and swooped her off her feet. Never mind the fact that Marina has probably never tried wine in her life and had spit it out the second it touched her lips, but that does really sound nice. Guess I have some high expectations to live up to. I've always had them, but now it feels more official. Now, more than ever, I'm obligated to keep her happy and safe. I don't know if I detect a red flag here. It depends on what Amber is thinking. Like, because this could really turn into a codependent relationship pretty quickly. When you have someone who's, like, significantly more capable than the other person in some aspects. So I don't know. You two have got a bumpy road ahead of you. Those thoughts occupied my mind for an hour or so as we traversed the desert highway. Marina's gone back to staring out the window at the barely visible roadside. We pass a sign right off the side of our deserted lane. We're pushing 80, so we almost miss it, but I catch a quick glimpse as we speed by. Damn, going 80? What happened? Oh. I didn't know I could do that. I just scrolled my mouse wheel. Nothing special, just a dusty sheet of aluminum with a picture of poppies and 3 words printed on it. Welcome to California. Ooh! Heck yeah! Now we're in California territory. It's gone before I could even process it. Huh, I guess we're in California. It doesn't look like Marina noticed, and why would she? We passed several state lines, and it was never a big deal then. No welcoming party or even a government checkpoint, and that suits me just fine. She hasn't brought up her surprise anymore either, whatever it was. Probably better to just let her forget about that. But that doesn't mean the day is over yet, and the places that geezer would always yak on about may as well be stapled into my brain.
Hey, you trust me?
I mean, at this point, I'd be surprised if she said no. Her head perks up and she turns away from the window, answering without delay.
Of course I do. Why?
Just checking.
And that's that. No more questions, just blind trust. I continue driving, eventually branching off into an exit. Another thing I don't think Marina notices. Soon, budding lights start popping up in the distance. Typical yellows and whites, barely hovering above the road, with one exception. Towering on the horizon, outlined in neon red with digital numbers climbing towards the sky, is a giant monstrosity of a thermometer. It caps off above the middle, reaching temperatures all the way up to 62 degrees. Finally, it dawns on Marina. Her head twists around me like an owl, her eyes as wide as one.
Amber, what's going on?
She feigns concern at first, but her voice curls up in mid-sentence, unable to hide her smile any longer.
You said you trust me, right?
And I do.
Marina tilts over and rubs my shoulder. I go dead stiff, again feeling the weight of that trust and responsibility. We drive into town, which is, as far as I can tell, is just one long street. Old, beat-up gas stations and fast food joints line the side of the road, separated by an occasional diner. The thermometer is tucked away, hidden in a corner, but it may as well be the center of the universe, the rest of the world zooming by it on the interstate. I pull into the lot by the thermometer, its only neighbor being a small shack. The sound of the ignition dwindles down to nothing, leaving the RV parked wherever. Thermometer! Okay. But it said it caps off in the middle, so it only gets up to like 62 degrees. That means it must be up all the time. It's so hot. I'm the first one to get out, craving the sweet stationary concrete as I stretch my legs. Wobbling in front of the thermometer, I flop my hands at my sides, dotting our arrival.
Here we are, the world's tallest thermometer.
World's tallest thermometer, okay. Marina steps out of the RV, eyes sparkling, mouth wide open in awe, her face frozen in time. She reaches into the motorhome and pulls out her camera, a single flash shooting from it as she winds the camera for the next shot.
I thought you might like it.
It's very Marina. A smug grin finds a home on my face as I revel in the pride and satisfaction of knowing I did something to make her smile. Except she's not smiling, she's staring. Not at the thermometer now, but me. A near lifeless gaze, cloaked by the dimming headlights of the motorhome. What? She like Blair Witching on us?
Marina?
Readying her stance, she pushes her feet off the ground and charges towards me.
If we're doing this, then we're doing it right.
Wait, Marina!
I know, Laika. Calm down. The girls are just having a fun time at the world's biggest thermometer. Someone must be passing by the apartment. Laika, come here. Laika, come here. She's like, are you sure? Are you sure you want me right now? Oh, there's my girl. You're okay. Everyone's okay. Oh, just calm down a little, okay? Why don't you go lie on the bed? Before I can even finish my plea, she swings around my neck and snugly brings me to her side, swooshing out the camera and aiming it right at us.
Hey, Amber.
Her finger inches closer to the button.
Don't do it!
Why not? This is funny.
Say.
She draws out the word to an excruciating length. I struggle to break free, but she just squeezes me tighter.
I'm warning you!
Say cheese, it's nighttime.
Hey,
Y'all be washed out. She bends in and presses her lips against my cheek. Hold and flash. Aw, cute. Why are you holding a soda?
Huh.
I stare at the camera mid-blink, my non-reaction drawing out a cute giggle from her. And then it hits me, a thought so mortifying and embarrassing that it shades my skin a pink and red gradient. She thinks this is cute. At this point, I'm butter, or clay, from Marina's perspective. Oh goodness. Now it's all pictures of us. How cute! And that's exactly what she treats me as, molding me into new positions as she snaps more photos. She's so happy. She does look very happy. Before she whines for the next photo, I nudge her head with mine. She nudges back, both of us cuddling against each other as she snaps the next picture. Which pic is my favorite? I really like this one on the right because Marina looks really cute. She's doing the whole peace sign thing, which is just adorable to me. And Amber has even like got an eye on her, even though she looks so relaxed. Like she's there, but she's not at the same time. Whereas like on the left, she's like totally not even paying attention, which is very cute. But I like this one on the right where Amber is like interacting in a way. You like the center one? Yeah, the center one's really cute. Marina's all cuddled up next to Amber and giving her a smooch. I love it. Before she winds up for the next photo, I nudge her head with mine. She nudges back, both of us cuddling up against each other as she snaps the next picture. She takes several more shots, each one a little more gooberish and drenched in cheesy romantic goo than the last. Oh, what's wrong? You don't like being cheesy and romantic, Amber? This one looks like two friends. Aww. I'll probably die if anyone sees these, but with any luck, Marina's constant bouncing will hopefully make a few of those come out fuzzy. Still, I think I might love this. Like, a lot. Aw, it is very fun. When we first met, I didn't think I'd ever understand the naive ball of energy just looking for some help. In a lot of ways, I still don't. I drove by at such a perfect time. Who knows what would ever happen to her? Thinking about it still drives me nuts. But still, those types of things don't seem nearly as big as they used to. Even almost losing the treasure to Mariah was just a sizzling drop in the frying pan. If anything, I'm more upset that I wasn't there to help her when it went down. After all, that's why I'm here, to help and protect her. That's not why you're here. You're here to enjoy Marina's company, not to help and protect her. Marina can help and protect herself. She is an adult. She can do it. You need to give her the space to actually do that for herself. She needs to learn how to be an advocate for herself and take care of herself. Which she tried to do. She tried to push a little bit of boundary by going off for 3 hours in Vegas. So, but that drove Amber crazy. She makes me so happy. With my hand, oh no. I just had a horrible moment of like, what if this is a death flag? What if Marina dies? And I was like, that would be horrible. No. We're not gonna think like that. We're not gonna think like that. These are not death flags. They're just slight red flags. Little red flags. With my hand now wrapped around Marina, I clench her tighter, only for my hand to be met with an adorable gurgling rumble transmitted from her stomach. We both look down at the source, her with the bashful sort of terror, and me with amused disbelief.
Even after all that food at the buffet?
Oh, I know, right?
I can't help it.
You're a bottomless pit. The Marina Trench.
The Marina Trench. That's a joke about the Mariana Trench. If you guys have never heard of the Mariana Trench, it's like the deepest trench in the ocean. But yeah, the Marina Trench.
Amber, please. That one wasn't even clever.
I liked that one. I thought that was good. I thought that was a good joke. I cackle with glee, tossing her the keys to the RV as I walk over to the nearby shack.
I'm just messing with you, babe. Go lock up. We'll grab a bite and sleep here for the night.
Oh, cool. Gonna stay at a motel? The shack is sad and abandoned, the cute logo of a little chef carrying an oversized bun all but faded away. I peek inside the browning windows. It's more of the same, rusty and decaying, outlined with tables and booths are printed in dust, while the others built into the walls are just left to rot. It was always just a side thing he mentioned when talking about the thermometer, but not being able to experience everything he mentioned feels wrong, like I'm not doing right by him. Damn.
Looks like that's one more thing I can check off your list.
Ooh, okay. Marina waltzes into the diner, keeping the door open for me as we scurry in from the breezy entryway. Immediately, she's drawn to the claw machine in the corner, filled to the brim with non-specific and unlicensed stuffed animals. Her eyes glitter as she tries to get me to notice the glass box of wonders. Coming from anyone else, this action would be subtle, maybe a few quick glances at most. Coming from Marina, not so much. Instead, she repeatedly swings her head in the direction of the machine, like she's trying to form a giant crescent moon with her neck. But I know Marina well enough now, well enough to know exactly which one she wants. Snuggled tight between a fuzzy ball with googly eyes and a lion with a crown lies the Holy Grail. A gray wolf with a polka dot bow tie. Oh, that does scream Marina. She likes wolves. Unfortunately for her, our waitress is already waving us over to our seats. Marina stares into the glass, her foggy reflection lining up with the wolf. I take her hand and lead her to the booth. Once there's some distance between us and the waitress, I lower my voice.
Don't worry, I'll give it a whirl after we eat.
Marina, however, can't take a hint and blurts out her response, alerting every weary soul in the diner.
Whoa, you actually know how to win at those? I've never been any good at them.
I can imagine. A counter lined with jumbo clones. Jumbo clones? Turns around. Wait, I don't. Is this supposed to be clothes? The counter lined with jumbo clones turns around and glares at us. Oh, I get it. Okay. They're talking about the people at the bar are all clones. They're all clones of Jumbo. So a counter lined with Jumbo clones turns around and glares at us before shaking their heads and returning to their meals. Oh well.
Of course I do. You know how many of these diners I went to as a kid? When you eat at the same place almost every day, you get good. Fast.
Wow, you're like a claw goddess.
Damn right.
Marina ogles me like the claw goddess I am as we take our seats at the booth. I gladly accept her glory and praise. The waitress flops the menus on our table and silently waits for us to order our drinks.
Just coffee for me.
Damn, you drink nothing but coffee. Do you ever drink water? Or tea? Something? Maybe a soda? With her eyes glazing over, she turns to Marina.
What kind of shakes do you have?
The waitress reaches her wrinkly hands across the table and tosses the dessert menu in front of Marina. Damn. She flips through the menus and strains her eyes shut, focusing on what very well may be the most important decision of her life.
Amber, you got coffee, right?
Yes.
Right.
Then that's what I'll get.
Wait, what? Overflowing with certainty, she stares at the waitress and gives a direct, confident command.
I'll have the coffee shake.
The coffee shake.
Extra whipped cream.
Ooh. The waitress doesn't even bother to write this down, instead dragging her body back to her tomb in the kitchen.
You know that shake isn't gonna taste the same as my coffee, right? It's just gonna be a ton of ice cream and cheap coffee flavoring.
Yeah.
It won't give you the same buzz.
But I at least gotta try it, for your sake.
Come here. Can't turn my head that way. Laika, where are you? Hold a second, where's my dog? Oh, she's in her kennel. I was like, where the heck did she go? She's growling from somewhere. Usually she sits underneath the desk. She is being a bad puppy. She's getting all barky at the neighbors.
Why would you choke down a crappy shake for my sake?
So that you can both stay up together? That's what I would think.
You do everything for me. Everything.
Yeah, that's kind of why I'm getting codependent vibes.
Of course I do. That's my job.
That is not your job, Amber. Your job is to be an independent person and support and love Marina, who was also an independent person. A stiff chuckle slips out from under her breath. Yeah, she's feeling it.
Right.
Yeah.
But I want to do things for you too.
She wants to show that she's competent.
So you're ordering the coffee shake as a cosmic favor. You're losing me, Mare.
She whines, momentary frustration seeping onto her face.
No, not like that. It's silly, but I want to poke around in your mind a little. That way I can do favors and help. So I guess it's not just for your sake, but for both of our sakes.
She's got it right. She smiles and rests her head to the side. She smiles and rests her head to the side, as if expecting my shoulder to be there, like always. Realizing she's only leaning on air, Marina blinks, and then tries to play it off with a tiny cough.
I saw that.
Before I can take my teasing more exciting places, the waitress returns from the kitchen, barely managing to balance our drinks on the platter as my coffee splashes everywhere. She doesn't seem to care. Talk about good customer service. She places her drink on the table and then limps out her notepad and pen to take our orders.
Thanks, but I'll stick with coffee.
Yeah, seems you can barely handle that. Marina's too distracted by the shake to notice. Her eyes climb up the tower of extra whipped cream as it twirls to the ceiling, rivaling the thermometer outside.
Snap 2. What do you want?
Oh,
She opens up the big menu and flips through the pages multiple times, front to back, side to side, even upside down. Repeating the process every time.
Before we miss the festival, Mare.
I know, but there's just so much to choose from. I have to be picky.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't have a problem vacuuming up everything at the buffet.
Marina drops the menu. If it were a few pounds heavier, I'm sure she would have dropped it on my feet. Handing the menus to the waitress, she leans over the table, inches away from my face. She places her order. Her pupils burn with intensity.
I'll have the pancake sandwich.
The pancake sandwich? That sounds good. Dead serious. Dead ass. The waitress wobbles away, somehow not collapsing on her way back to the kitchen. I try not to burst out loud, laughing at Marina, but it doesn't work. The cracks are showing. Stilted snorts and spurts of snickering keep leaking out. Marina's cheeks puff out, getting brighter as I bubble over.
Why do you have to tease me about everything, Amber?
Is that a serious question? My laugh echoes across the diner. Again, we're met with glares, but I don't care.
Fine. Maybe I won't share the treasure with you after all.
Ooh. I wave off her empty threat and settle down.
I'm sorry. It's just that...
Done laughing, I rest my chin on the table and start fumbling with the salt and pepper shakers.
That's what Gramps used to order. All the time.
Aw, the pancake sandwich. Marina's already reverted back to her usual self, watching me pass the salt and pepper back and forth like she wants to join in too.
It's so weird. Just 2 huge pancakes with eggs, bacon, and ham smashed in the middle. Things drenched in syrup.
Oh my god, I would so eat that right now. I'm so hungry. That sounds amazing. I want to try making that. What is it? Eggs, bacon, and ham? I'm gonna write this down. Do I have a notepad somewhere? I do. I have a vampire notepad. Do I have a pen? Yes, I do. I have a Sharpie. Pancake sandwich. It's got eggs, bacon, and ham. And syrup. Sounds good.
That sounds super tasty, though.
I agree with you, Marina. I chuckle and slide her the pepper.
I'm sure you'll love it.
Now it's just a salt shaker sliding between my hands.
He never eats the eggs. Always just passes them on to me. They're so gross. Just scrambled and cold and sticky. I always tell him no, but the dork just laughs and says he's gonna keep egging me on. Every single time.
Marina laughs at the stupid joke. I laughed too. I also laughed at the stupid joke. I don't know if you could hear my little giggle, but I was laughing at the stupid joke.
We would just end up bringing it home in a box. And when it went bad, he would just take it out of the fridge and say, "That's all, yokes." Like it was the most clever freaking thing.
She laughs even harder at that one. I think I do too. I keep my eyes focused on the shaker, sliding it faster and faster.
When we go home, you two really need to get together and meet.
Oh, ouch. The salt shaker trips on my pinky and topples over, spilling a few grains of salt. Marina's tense but forces a smile anyways. She sighs. We both look down and go silent.
I think I'm gonna head back to the RV.
You're gonna make Marina eat alone? I get up and reach into my pocket, placing a bill on the table.
Amber?
Don't worry, I'll be fine. Just need some time.
Oh, yeah, she needs time to grieve. Leaving Marina behind me, I walk out of the diner. Blazing hot tears stream down my cheeks as I stumble through the motorhome. I'm choking, and there's nothing I can do to stop it. How could I forget, even only for a second? Am I really that heartless? I want to throw up. I can barely stand, tearing down all the magnets on the fridge as I trip over my own tears. The next thing I know, I'm falling onto the bed, and even though I land on its stiff concrete springs, I still feel like I'm falling. The ceiling is getting further and further away as I sink deeper. I jerk myself up, faced with the photo that has comforted and haunted me for so long. For a second, I smile again too, but then I remember, and it fades just as quickly. The tears start flowing again, harder than ever before. I curl up in a ball and bury my face into my knees. It doesn't help muffle my crying, cover the shame, or even make me feel any better. I just cry. The cracks have been forming for a while now, and now I've shattered. I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to glue myself back together. This is where Marina could come in and assist you. This is a space where you're feeling very vulnerable, you're going through a lot of big emotions. Marina could be here because big emotions are like her whole thing. Marina could be here and help you through these big emotions and make you feel better and less alone. It never occurred to me just how hard it would be when he was gone. Growing up, I wasn't just his responsibility, we were each other's responsibility. How many credit cards did I max up in those last few months? Even after he told me to stop, I kept pushing. Bank calls, doctor calls, middle of the night ER visits, everything. But nothing helped, nothing. I tried so hard, but in the end I had to watch my best friend, the only person who ever wanted me, wither away. He held up his hand to the bargain. Through every discovery, every stupid heartbreak, and every fight with Ma, he always took care of me and always just loved me. I couldn't hold up mine though. I failed. Even now I keep finding holes in everything I did. I could have found a specialty hospital. I could have read up on a few more forms of medicine too. I could have, but I didn't. All the could-haves. And now he's gone. Oh, Amber, honey. My pants are damp. They've been soaking up all my tears, but I don't care. I just want my grandpa back. The motorhome door bursts open and brushes against the outside wall, followed by soft footsteps that creak along the floor. Marina. I try to act quick, sneaking a few final sniffs in before wiping away my tears, but it's no use. They just keep trickling down. She appears in the doorway, and I turn away and drown out the sobbing with my hand. It's so embarrassing. She shouldn't have to see me like this, but I don't think I can muster enough composure to ask her to leave without breaking down. Marina reaches out for me, drenched with worry, but realization sets in and her eyes soften, reflecting a deep sense of genuine empathy and love. Silent, she sits down next to me and wraps her arms around my head before I can squirm away. Cradling me on her lap, she caresses my hair and cheeks with the tips of her fingers. My crying stops as I process it all, feeling nothing but her softness embracing me. Marina begins humming, gentle and breathing. I recognize the song instantly. It's from Gramps' favorite tape. She probably doesn't know the significance behind it. I've never told her, but she remembered it. After all the times I've looped it, she remembered. Tears come back, but quieter this time. She keeps humming regardless. It's a little choppy, her voice breaking off in some places due to lack of air, but I adore it all the same. I cry and I cry and I cry, letting myself go for the first time since it happened to me, all while listening to her hum, hiding in my warm, safe bubble with Marina bundled tight around me. See, this is perfect. This is what I was talking about. Marina is all about big emotions, so she knows what to do when you get a big emotion that's just overwhelming you. This is the perfect time for her to come in and assist Amber in a way that Amber can't help herself. And that is what Amber is trying to do for Marina on the other end of the spectrum. Is just coming across more like needing to take care of Marina. But they need to take care of each other. Right now, she's the most important person in the world to me. So much warmth. I don't just feel moved. I feel a resounding sense of something that's even more special than that, and I want to build on it. I'm scared to go forward. I don't want to get banned on Twitch. Okay. We'll do this. We'll do this. I'm gonna... I'll let you know what's happening, but just in case this... I'm pretty sure I took out the DLC. I'm pretty sure that I took out the NSFW portion of this, but I still don't want to get in trouble with Twitch. So, turning around, I work my way up and kiss Marina's neck. The humming and caresses stop. This time, I move to her collarbone. She winces back, tensing up. I pull away. For a moment, I feel like crying again. This time out of a different shade of guilt, but Marina looks back at me and smiles. You really shouldn't be trying to do this while, like, in a vulnerable position, like, emotionally, with, like, guilt and grief. I stare back, but she gives a short nod and cranes her neck out. Then, with a nod of my own, I lean back in, returning to her neck. As I kiss it, she starts to make quiet little noises. Oh no! Little whimpers each time my lips touch her skin. Okay, can't say that. No, can't say that. Oh, no. Okay, I'm just gonna click through this. We'll come back once it's over, I guess. Oh my gosh. I thought I took this out. Did I not? I thought I took this out. Wait, hold on. Now I have to... Okay, we're gonna save real quick. Yeah, I guess. And hold on. Go back to title. Did I not take this stuff out? Preferences. Amber's voice, text speed, R18 content. No, I turned that off. Okay, I turned that. Okay, it's off now, so I don't know if that's gonna help at all. We'll load. Go to this. Can we like skip it? I don't want to. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. Oh my god. I can't read this. I can't read any of this. No. Oh my god. Oh my god. No, don't say anything. No. Highway blossoms. It hit me with that black screen and highway blossoms at the end. Oh my god. I thought I turned it off. I had not. I guess it turned itself back on. Oh my god. Okay. We can come back. We can come back now. We're here. I just don't want to get in trouble. Like if I were in the mode to play like a sexy kind of game, that's different. Like I can do that very well. I have done that in the past. That's not on YouTube. But just suddenly being sprung with R18 stuff, it just really threw me off. And I thought I'd already turned it off, but I guess I hadn't. Okay, the glow from the half-open skylight creeps in from above and shines down on a strand of light onto the blanket. It divides the bed in two and slowly spreads across the room, casting off the morning shadows. My palm is warm and sweaty. Moving my fingers reveals my hand is still interlocked with Marina's. She never let go. I turn over and face her. She's still sleeping, curled on her side and laying on her arm, just so she can keep holding my hand. Soft and rhythmic, her breath brushes against my face. If I could, I'd watch her for hours. Trying not to wake her, I unchain my fingers, wiggling them until the numbness sets in and pricks away at my sleeping hand. Marina's nose wrinkles and the steady breathing stops. Swallowing, her eyes flutter open and she smiles. The day's first word slips out of her with a yawn.
Morning.
Morning.
Sorry, did I wake you up?
She snuggles in closer and takes a deep breath, keeping her deep, wide eyes on me.
You sleep okay?
After the fire wave, Marina seems unsure for a bit. But when I look at her now, none of that is there anymore. She's completely trusting. It's a little terrifying that I gained that trust so fast, especially since we pivoted around each other for so long. That kind of trust, that kind of responsibility, it's a very special thing. I had it with Gramps, and now Marina has given me the same thing. From taking her to a gas station, finding treasure, and even fending off weirdos, she's put her trust in me to be responsible for all of it. Sometimes I wonder if I deserve it. Sometimes I have moments where I know I don't. Oh, I know. Amber's being a little... She's being a little freak right now. Ah, I drank this drink and I thought it was soda, and it's not, it's tea. Like when I can't find some lousy treasure, like when I'm not around to help her out of a jam, like when nothing I can do can save someone, no matter how hard I try. There it is. There's the deeper thing that lies within Amber that is triggering this red flag with Marina. She feels like she has to save somebody, and she feels like no matter what she does to try to save them, she fails at it. It doesn't work out for her. And she tries very hard to save the people around her, but again, I mean, it wasn't her responsibility to save her grandfather. It's not her responsibility to be there, like, as she is for Marina and have this, like, huge responsibility on her shoulders. She should not be feeling that. She should be feeling that she's there for Marina and Marina is there for her, and they both have things that they're good at that they can help each other through and with, like Marina being able to help Amber through her big emotions. There's the big sticking point in Amber. She feels like she has to save the people around her, and no matter how hard she tries, it doesn't work. Like when I just can't function. Like last night. Yep. Marina picks up on my silence. Her expression fades from trust to concern.
Something wrong?
Nah, it's all good. Slept fine.
I lean over to kiss her forehead, but pull back halfway. Ripping off the blanket, I leap out of bed and stretch. Marina turns a crimson red and eeps, throwing the covers over herself as our clothes from last night lie in heaps across the room. I dig through the cupboard and toss her a change of clothes before slipping into my own and beginning our morning routine.
We got a big day ahead of us. Assuming traffic isn't crap, we should be in Palm Springs by late noon.
We still have a lot of time. They said that was a couple weeks before needing to go to the festival, so I'm wondering, are we getting there early? She peeks out from the blanket and grabs her clothes.
And then the festival.
And then the festival.
Almost. We have about a day to kill.
Okay, so still have a day. They've been around a bit. I run the coffee maker and head to the bathroom to start brushing my teeth. Behind me, Marina is changing into her clothes. I can clearly see her in the mirror, but after last night, I'm not sure it matters anymore if I accidentally catch a glimpse of her.
So, do you know what bands you'd like to see yet?
My voice is garbled, muffled by the toothbrush stuffed in the corner of my mouth.
Kinda. I have a few ideas.
Oh, that's cute. I like how she did that voice line with something in her mouth to make it sound like she's brushing her teeth. Spit. Most of which are just bands me and Gramps liked.
We should look at the lineup later. See if there aren't a few bands you might want to check out.
Finished changing, she scoots in behind me, directing our eyes to the mirror as she rests her head on my shoulder.
It's fine. I'll watch whoever you want to watch, Amber.
I watch the mirror as my face goes blank. Marina nuzzles against my cheek, bringing with her an aching burden that presses down on my entire being. Yeah, okay, stop taking responsibility for Marina. Stop taking responsibility for Marina. Marina is responsible and can be responsible for herself. You don't need to protect her. Why does she believe in me so much, even when I'm such a wreck? You are a wreck. The coffee maker beeps, saving me from being crushed by my own thoughts. I rip myself away from her.
Anyway, get ready. We're gonna hit the road as soon as you're done.
I rush to the sink. Steam rises out of the cup as my shaky hand pours the coffee, splattering most of it on the counter. Steadying myself doesn't work. My body won't listen. The burning coffee splashes on my skin as I wrench it to my mouth. It scalds my tongue and blisters down my throat. The pain sizzles away all the way to my stomach. I gasp out a short scream, but quickly muffle it with my hand. With tears forming, I turn and make sure Marina didn't hear it over the running water. Once I'm sure, I wipe my eyes. After several sharp breaths, I pour myself another cup. Damn. I drag myself to the driver's seat and slam my cup in the holder, then plant my head on the steering wheel. It honks. The handles from the bathroom squeak and the sound of water is reduced to a drip. A few moments later, Marina trots down the motorhome and hops into her seat. I jerk up my head.
All set?
Yep. But are you sure nothing's wrong?
I think there's everything wrong. Forcing a smile, I turn the key and put the RV into drive. True, like, ignoring it might be the best thing for them to do because they're trying to get to this festival. So they need to, like, you know, make time. But I think Amber should be more open about her feelings with her grandfather and this guilt that she carries with her for not being able to save him. I think she should open up to Marina about that. Uh-oh, OBS disconnected. Hold on a second. Reconnect. Hold on. Come on. You can do it, OBS. I believe in you. There we go. There's our reconnection. Alright.
Don't worry, everything's fine. Just a little tired.
Marina studies me for a few seconds, then shrugs and looks out the window, happily staring at the giant thermometer outside. I pick up Gramps' favorite tape and puts it in the player, still staring at Marina. Frowning, I catch a glimpse of myself in the rearview mirror. Please don't hurt her. Please. What?
Oh, and it says here that there are giant dinosaur statues just up ahead.
Ooh.
Oh, that's great.
Amber, what's wrong with you? Everything she's been saying for the past few hours has been zooming right past me. Sad music. It's not that I don't understand it. I've read that guidebook she's pointing to about 1,000 times as a kid, but it's all being drowned out by the music and my constant thinking. The drive hasn't done much to soothe the budding anxiety inside me. In fact, I'd say it just made it worse. After 4 states worth of desert and endless stretches of road, it's maddening to see it all get mauled over by overpasses and the slowest, most painful and rage-inducing traffic I've ever seen. With nothing but Gramps' tape to keep me grounded, it's still a battle not to go mental. My mind keeps wandering back to Marina, how we're together, what exactly that means, her trust, my responsibility. Again, just because she trusts you doesn't mean that there's a responsibility that you carry with that. Just don't betray her trust. It's really not hard. But you don't have to be responsible for her, Amber. Welcome back everybody. Sorry, I did not know that the stream went down like that. It was a misconnection with OBS. I'm just assuming that the stream came back up because my Streamlabs was posting for me, the stream element, talking about the stream, so in any case, let's move on. And the more I think about it, the more I think...
Oh, wow! Amber, look at how white the sand is. It's just like snow.
Okay, glad to be back. Sorry about that, guys. OBS kind of dipped out on me. It's being weird today. Her observations haven't been helping either. Whenever I'm about to make a breakthrough or convince myself I'm just thinking too hard, she pipes in and suddenly feel like I'm right back where I started in Colorado. At least I can take solace in the scenery going back to something more familiar as we get closer to Palm Springs. Like Marina said, the sand is a lot whiter and it looks almost as soft as cotton. It fades into fields of rocks and dry plants, trailing into expansive mountain ranges. All this just off the side of the road. It feels like the kind of desert people wander around and go crazy in. Something I can very much sympathize with. After all, wandering around in the desert and going crazy is how I met Marina. I think that's where the seeds of trust and responsibility were sown. Yeah, there was a little bit of that. But that doesn't mean that doesn't stop you from removing that responsibility from yourself. Marina is responsible and capable. At least I like to think that's why she trusts me, because I helped her. But there's more to that. You guys went on this whole journey together. And it's through the next few weeks that that trust was built upon, cultivating in something maybe even greater than that. Marina became important to me, someone I had to protect.
Whoa, look at all the windmills.
Ooh, I know what she's talking about. The big fields of windmills. I clenched down on the steering wheel. By doing what we did last night, did I portray that sense of greater than trust? No, I don't think so. She saw me crying. She comforted me. I made a move and... Oh god. Oh, is she regretting it? I hope not. The realization is like a punch to the gut. I want to swerve off the side of the road and hurl my guts out. I used her. I used Marina.
Amber, look!
She tugs on my sleeve and points out the window. As far as I can see into the hazy distance, an army of windmills line the sand and stretch all the way to the hilltops. Their wings spin down in unison, cycling with steady wind. It's enough to snap me out of it, at least for a few seconds, but only the initial novelty wears off. I'm right back to where I've been for hours.
I've never seen so many.
Marina sounds completely blown away, enchanted even. It's cute, but I need to think this through. Really think this through. Oh no.
Hey, do you think we could actually be quiet for a little while?
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, sure, that's fine.
Oh, poor Marina. She doesn't even know.
Thanks.
Amber, that's not going to be helpful to you. She goes back to looking out the window, swaying to the music. So pure, innocent. And I took advantage of that. I don't think you did. I didn't read all of it. I saw all of it. I didn't read all of it, and I don't think you did. Is that what I've been doing all this entire time? Using her to make myself feel better? No, she generally makes you feel better. That's not something to be guilty about. She's carrying a lot of guilt. I don't even want to consider it, but it adds up. I was lonely, didn't have anyone else. Saw a cute girl, picked her up, and consistently used to curb that. All while telling myself that I was just helping and protecting her. And then I convinced myself of more, hoping to forget about the most important person in the world to me. The tape clicks to a stop, jolting me back to reality. Alright, Bird, if you're still here, see you later. Have a good night. I eject it and flip it around, fumbling with the tape as I shove it back into the player and press play. It starts off the same as always, the same static, the same first note, everything. But soon the audio starts to slip, like someone is sliding on the tape. The music jarbles into something distorted and ugly, speeding up, slowing down, and going backwards all at once. I frantically push the eject button over and over, but it's too late. The deck spits out the tape, a string of tattered ribbon tangling around it. Marina is too captivated by something outside to notice what happened, but I feel all of it. Tears start to well up deep inside me, but it morphs into fury.
Check it out! That mountain still has snow!
Uh-oh. Don't lash out at Marina. Don't lash out at Marina. Don't lash out at Marina.
God damn it! Shut up!
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is the worst thing that could have happened. Oh, no, Amber. Oh, how's it supposed to make Marina feel? Oh, Amber, you need to, like, not drive. Oh, no. As the universe were conspiring against me, a deafening explosion blasts in front of us. Tremors shake the motorhome. We bounce in our seats as I grip the wheel and pound on the brakes, swerving out of traffic. Our hearts almost collide. Gasping for air, Marina turns to me for answers.
Damn it! Not now!
I tear off my seatbelt and rush outside. Smoke rises from the engine, tearing into my lungs as I open the hood.
Ah, shit!
Oh, Amber. Marina runs to my side, waving away the smoke. Her jaw drops.
Oh my god, what happened?
What do you think happened? The engine blew!
Calm down, Amber. It's not Marina's fault. You don't need to take it out on her. They punt the bumper. It leaves a small dent like my numb foot is made of steel.
What? But how?
How the hell would I know?
She flinches back, manages to put on a hopeful smile.
We have some tools. Maybe we can fix it.
Laughing, I lean in and scoff in her face.
Oh, you know how to fix the engine, Marina?
Amber, this is not what you want to be doing.
No, but I thought maybe you could.
Do I look like a mechanic to you?
Marina wraps herself in the security of her arms and looks to the windmills, their wings casting thick, brief shadows over us.
I just thought...
Oh, poor Marina.
You thought? The last time you thought, you ended up broken down on the side of the road!
Oh, Amber. This is giving me such secondhand cringe. Amber, this is not what you want to be doing.
So maybe it would be better for the both of us if you continued not to think!
Oh. She can hardly look at me. Her voice lowers to a fragile whisper, cracking as she speaks.
I just wanted to help.
Unless you can magically pull a phone out of your ass and call a tow truck, then you can't! And even if you could, you would probably just let it get stolen!
Jesus, Amber. No response.
You want to make yourself useful? Go back into the RV!
Marina keeps her eyes to the ground. Without saying another word, she slinks back to her seat. I sigh and space myself out in front of the motorhome, waving my hands back and forth as cars speed by, ignoring my signal. Even I can't follow my own stupid advice.
Yeah, alright. I understand. Thanks.
Untangling the cord, I set the phone down and sit on the bed and sigh into my hands. Hotel sheets are surprisingly soft, a hell of a lot softer than the stiff rags I've been sleeping on lately. Downtown Palm Springs, a 5-star hotel. We were lucky they had a vacancy, let alone checked us in this late. Of course, the negative gold can go a long way in the art of persuasion. I should have swum for a cheap motel, but every place has no vacancy signs lit up, and, well, I guess I just wanted to pamper Marina one last time. Especially after earlier. Yeah, you were rotten to her. I don't know how she's ever going to trust you again. Especially before what I'm about to do. What are you planning? Are you breaking up with her? Are you taking her home? What are you doing? The bathroom door creaks open. Marina walks onto the carpet, her hair still damp and stringy. Noticing me, she stares down, avoiding eye contact. I do the same, letting the silence overtake the room until one of us is forced to say something.
How was the shower?
It was nice. Got hot really fast.
The room goes silent again. Neither of us can look at the other, but we're both stuck, trapped until one of us can get past the awkwardness. Marina is the first to look up.
Will the motorhome be okay?
Yeah. They said the engine overheated. Should be able to fix it.
Sounds like there's a problem with the cooling system then.
That's good.
The first words we've ever said to each other in hours. Even after I flagged down a car and got someone to call a tow truck for us, we just sat in unbearable silence the entire ride over. But it was the silence that gave me time to reflect about how wrong I was, how wrong I have been, and what it is I really need to do.
I'm sorry about yelling at you earlier. I was angry.
Yeah, at myself.
I shouldn't have taken that out on you.
I was being annoying. I should have stopped talking when you asked me to.
Yes and no. Marina's just being Marina. There's nothing wrong with that. But you did ask her to stop talking, and she did continue talking. But that doesn't give you the right to respond the way that you did to her. That wasn't cool.
No! You've never done anything wrong. It was always me.
Always.
Don't be so dramatic.
She flails her arm over her forehead and falls dead into my shoulder.
Everyone gets mad sometimes. Don't beat yourself up over it.
I shake my head and pull away. Uh-oh.
It's not about getting mad. It's that I didn't live up to my end of the bargain. Again.
Amber?
I look at the curtains and sigh. We're not missing anything, just an ugly view of the parking lot.
I just got off the phone. I bought a bus ticket home for you. One way.
Ooh, because she thinks she's still going to be taking advantage of Marina. If Marina stays. Marina's an adult, though. She can decide what she wants to do, whether you bought her a bus ticket or not.
Uh-huh.
The cab should be here 10:30 tomorrow morning to take you to the station.
Marina shakes out a stilted laugh. She's not smiling, though.
You're just teasing me again, right?
I ignore her and continue.
You can call your parents with the phone. I don't mind paying the extra charge.
You're serious?
Bug-eyed, Marina freezes, the truth slowly setting in.
What about the festival? The treasure?
She snaps back, desperate to find some kind of rope to pull me back in.
You can keep it. All of it. I don't care. I'll go to the festival, go home, and get a job. I'll just pay everything off that way.
Right, how it should have been to begin with, when this trip was about Gramps and not me. I don't know how long it takes. I owe him and Marina that much. Marina sniffles. The tears are starting to leak out, but she braces herself, trying to remain strong.
Then what about us?
Oh, Marina. Oh, Marina. This must be so confusing for you.
What about it?
Oh, Amber. Amber. Oh. Amber thinks she's doing the right thing by protecting Marina, but again, she doesn't have to carry the responsibility of protecting Marina. Marina is an adult and she can take care of herself. She can also make her own decisions, like going back home whether she wants to or not. I feel like I just ripped my heart in half. For Marina, it looks like her entire world has been nuked. It makes me want to hug her, to hush her, and tell her over and over that I didn't mean it, that she can always count on me, but I can't.
Why?
It doesn't matter.
Oh, not even an answer.
Tell me!
I said no.
Why not?
Because you wouldn't understand. Look, you'll be fine. Just keep your head down and don't talk to anybody.
Stop treating me like a fucking child!
Exactly, there it is. Finally, Marina. Marina says it. Yes. Amber, stop treating Marina like she's a child. She's not a child, she's an adult, and she can take care of herself. Angry tears streak down her face. Through heavy breathing, she recoils, shocked by her own words.
I didn't mean...
She steps closer and strokes my cheek, turning my face to hers as I try to hide my watery eyes.
Amber, please, don't do this. I love you.
Oh no! This is gonna be so sad for a minute. Please stop. Don't make this harder.
How can I understand if you don't tell me?
She barely manages to speak, the tears now in free fall as she chokes out the words.
Let me help.
Amber won't let her in. I squeeze my hand into a fist, tripping as I back away to the door.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Amber.
Amber.
Her knees buckle and she crumples to the ground, bawling as she squeaks out another plea.
Stop.
I'm sorry.
Oh, Amber. I throw open the door and sprint down the hallway, leaving Marina sobbing as I wipe away tears of my own.
I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Alright. That is where I'm going to end it today, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for another episode of Highway Blossoms. I hope you had fun. Sorry the stream went down a little bit earlier. OBS has been being weird today. So, if you're watching this from the future, hi, you're on youtube.com/@princessevillanvods. If you're watching it currently with me, that is the place where you can go check out all the videos that we make here on the channel. And let's see. Tuesday, we'll be playing Grim Fandango again. We're about halfway through with that. And then Thursday, we're back to playing more Okami. Yesterday, we had a very fun Halloween stream, which will be up on the channel in the next few weeks. Leica wants to say goodbye to everybody. Leica, come here. You don't want to say goodbye? She doesn't want to say goodbye. She's all curled up. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Tuesday we're doing Grim Fandango. Thursday we're doing Okami. And Friday we'll be back here with another Vision Novel Friday with Highway Blossoms. So join me for that. And I will see you guys later. Thanks. Bye.